אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי, טהורה היא. אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי, טהורה היא. אתה בראתה, אתה יצרת, אתה נפחת בי, ואתה משמרה, משמרה בקרבי, משמרה בקרבי. אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי, טהורה היא. אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי, טהורה היא. ואתה עתיד לתלה ממני לחיי עולם, כל זמן שהנשמה בקרבי מודה, אני לפניך, אני לפניך. אלוהי נשמה שנתת לי, טהורה היא. אלוהי נשמה שנתת לי, טהורה היא.
We spent the whole day touring Leo Beck, which is the school that goes K through 12, and you know, I go to a K through 12 school, so seeing how there are so many degrees of similarity. We're the same American students and Israeli students, but we're also different. Like, the Israeli students, they're required to pick a program or multiple programs and work on them for hours a week, whereas kids at my school, we have to do 60 hours of any community service by the time we graduate. And we had an 11th grader who's my age come and speak about how he's worked with various programs and how he's invented stuff to work towards what Israeli students really needed, which was health and exercise. And like, we have the same idea. We want to get to the same place.
Tonight was the first time we met most of the youth group kids, and it definitely showed up. We were all really similar in a lot of ways, and we have a lot to learn from each other, but we also just, you know, we want to hang out and just spend time with each other.
Okay, so we're going to take a few minutes to hear. We're going to open with the young people.
And we talked about that we wanted to like learn about each other, like how we are here and like what we do. Well, what we do and what they do.
At least, and for me, until 3 days ago, I'd never even been here. So, being a Jew in America, you don't really understand Israel until you come.
That we each make a video of like how it is being Jewish here, and then they make a video of how it is being Jewish there.
To build meaningful relationships, so it's meaningful for all of you, for the teenagers here in Israel, as well as for our teenagers. We spend time discussing how can we make that possible. How do we build relationship? Is it through Skype? Is it through videotapes of different meetings that we each have in, you know, in Israel and America? Pen pals. How do we create Israeli teens getting a Jewish identity, and for American teens getting an understanding of what it's like to be an Israeli, a Jew in Israel?
Ilana Dorfman from Oel Avraham. I'm a member of the VAD. The first thing I started with was the flowers because I want to talk about growing together. And so that was my main metaphor, was the growth. And then I added a tree because flowers, they bloom very quickly, like today, like this experience that we had. I think we did bloom real quickly and we became really close.
And the house is here, that it means that when you'll come to Israel, it's like you'll have a house to come and stay at. And when we come to the USA, we will also have a house to stay there. And that would be the relationship, a good relationship.
Okay, so I was thinking about the two congregations as you can see, as mountain climbers, because I think that each congregation wants to grow and have a path which is unknown, and it's not an easy path. You can see there are all kind of creeks, and the summit of the mountain is not known as well, because we actually don't know where we're going. We know that we want to grow, we want to go somewhere high, but the summit of the mountain is covered by clouds. Some of them are stormy because they are gray, and some of them are white because it's shiny, but we have a goal that we want to be there.
I'm sure everyone has a different view on this project and that project, but now that it is commonly decided and put together, we have to do our best to achieve the goals of the projects. And I think it was really a great opportunity for me and to join you in this afternoon session. And I want to thank you very much for all of you who came from far away over the ocean.
Very clear is that nobody around this table is indifferent. So we came here, not being indifferent about our Judaism and not being indifferent about Jewish education. And I think at this point we're not indifferent about each other.
So my word is loving, and well, pretty much everybody says, we're all doing this out of love. We all want the same thing. We want to be able to make better programs and in Judaism and our relationships with each other. We are being like behind the scenes because it seems so simple and it seems so easy. And I always kind of took it for granted. I took programs that Hope has done. I've taken trips, everything, especially my temple. And now I realize that it takes a lot of work.
All right, so I picked a present, and I just feel like this relationship is such a gift and such a blessing.
I saw it from afar and went out of my way to get Mitchayev, commit, kind of jumping on what everybody else has said, but in terms of being committed to the process, maybe directly connecting to what Mindy said, that it's very exciting and it's very easy to say, oh, we have a ton of great ideas, let's do this and this and this and this and this, but to actually make the process work takes a lot of commitment, and it takes days like today, even if days like today are not the most fun, if we really believe in what we're doing and we really want to make it a reality and really make it happen for our congregations, then it takes a lot of commitment, it takes a lot of energy and time.
Version of that is shows somebody carrying someone else on their back. And I feel that while we are all undertaking this journey together, there are times when we will have to carry the other, be it whatever the burdens or obligations, responsibilities of the specific project are, but we will each have the chance to help each other as we go on the road of our journey.
This picture showing a mom showing her child how to climb up the ladder. So I think we will all be sometimes the mother, sometimes the child, and we will help each other climb up. Sometimes it's the child and sometimes it's the mother.
I picked a picture of a small hand holding a bigger hand, that if I could redraw it, it would just be two hands that are the same size, that we have connected and the partnership has started. So that we're taking the hope and dream or the theory of having a partnership, and it's now a reality, and the work is going to come and we're going to do it, but it's already started.
I'm rather optimistic because I see the enthusiasm and I see how we all went together and how we are planning our future. And what Dorit said is very, very important. There are three things that we have to remember. First of all, we represent our communities. We are not important. The communities are important. What we have to do now, our responsibility is to take all the enthusiasm that we have back to our congregations and let it fill in. We have to capture our community and get them into this enthusiasm as we have them. This is the first thing. The second thing, as Dorit said, the beginning is always nice and easy and fun, but the most difficult thing is to keep on the momentum. Let's see if a year from now we are all again optimistic and have the same enthusiasm. And I hope for all of us that we do have it. And the third thing is that I wish to all of us that we will have the wisdom to plan the things in the right way and the courage to have decisions and to put on the direction that we have decided upon today. And a year from now, half a year, and a year from now, we can look over what we've done and see that we are in the same path.
טוב, אז זה היה מאוד כיף, נהנינו מכל רגע ליצור קשר עם הילדים, לדבר עם כולם, להכיר, זהו בסך הכל.
פתח קשרים עם ילדים חדשים.
They said it was fun and they enjoyed creating new connections with everyone and especially with the kids.
I don't know if Talia feels too like this, but I feel that we know each other and she's like my best friend. I tell for everything, and I think that it's very cool.
Ophik this morning talked about the two things that he presented was the thank you and the wow, and the wow factor, and this is what I feel now. I feel grateful for this. For this day, this is. I'm not summing anything up. I'm just. But I do feel grateful for all of this with a sense of wow. This is for real, and it's overwhelming. There's a lot to process.
Eye-opening.
I'd
say fabulous.
I'd say religious. I guess more like
connected.
Spiritual.
Spiritual, yeah.
Like connected. That's a good one. Home.
That's good.
That's Israel.
שמיים